Welcome back to the Isn't That Rich podcast. I'm your host, Jill Franks, and I'm joined by Ashley McVicker and Jared Gravatt. Thanksgiving's right around the corner, and if you're like me, you are hosting a Thanksgiving meal, whether it's a traditional meal or you're looking at purchasing online or ordering a prefixed menu. We have got lots of tips about where to shop for your groceries for your holiday meal.
And so we have decided to pick a classic Thanksgiving dinner for a family of 8. So that's, kind of, I feel like that's like
size.
the average, family. Maybe have more, maybe have less. I don't know. But we picked a list of items and all went shopping for them to see basically how much it would cost at the stores in our Southern Illinois area for you to go buy a Thanksgiving dinner. So let's talk about the food that we picked. We have done classic Thanksgiving dinner for 8 people featuring an essential roasted turkey with gravy, mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole topped with marshmallows. Man, I could work at a restaurant. A green bean casserole with crispy fried onions, cranberry sauce, macaroni and cheese, warm dinner rolls, a pumpkin pie with whipped cream for dessert. Everything you need for a perfect Thanksgiving dinner.
I know. And my favorite's the mashed potatoes. What is your favorite?
The stuffing.
The stuffing is?
Stuffing.
Oh,
I used to hate stuffing, and now I'm like, every year I'm like, it's really good.
It's Tom's favorite. I could go without, definitely.
So we make stuffing muffins.
Ooh.
Life changing.
It's not my favorite though. I love macaroni and cheese, and I love like the
that's good,
carbs.
yeah.
Like I know the days after Thanksgiving, I can just live off of like a roll stuffed with mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese. Like I'm disgusting.
So to make the most comprehensive comparison, we each kind of took on a different grocery store and bought the exact same items to see which store is more affordable. I did Aldi, and then I also did a few like restaurant items because like Cracker Barrel and Bob Evans, you can buy, kind of a bulk order for 8 people, and the price can be pretty good for those.
My mom's done the Cracker Barrel before because she was just put out one year. She's like, I'm not cooking anything. So it's always a good option,
Yeah.
Some family members are upset.
It's exhausting when you're the host every year. So I totally feel your mom's pain. I feel like we sometimes do that as well. Like buy the prefix, like the 2 pounds of mashed or the big, 2 gallons of mashed potatoes. Because we have 30 people at our house for Thanksgiving that we cook for. So sometimes that's a better option for me because otherwise it's week worth of preparing.
And ultimately it's about who's around your table, not what's at your table. So
exactly. So you did Aldi and you did like
Aldi.
Cracker Barrel and Bob Evans and
a couple other local places.
Oh,
as well.
awesome.
So
I shopped at Sam's Club and Kroger. So mine were kind of the bulk purchasing in that bulk. And then at Kroger, you can have a membership. So we talk a little bit about pricing for memberships too.
And then I did Walmart and Target, and I'm shocked.
Yeah. Some of these
Target
stickers.
is going to be the Target for some of you that don't know that Target means Target.
But whether you're a savvy shopper, you want to get the best bang for your buck, you're looking for the cheapest way to provide a meal for 8, this episode is going to give you lots of options and kind of an insight to where the best deal is to shop this Thanksgiving for your meal. Yeah. So let's get into it.
So I'll go first. I did Walmart and Target, and we all literally went down the same exact list. I mean, down to the spices that you would buy. And for these different what are they called? Grocery stores. Yeah. Oh. Obviously, that like Target has like Good and Gather brand, like that's their Target brand. And then Kroger has their own brand. Walmart has their own brand. And so when I was picking the items, I feel like it was pretty like average based. So I would pick that company's brand. And it doesn't always mean that it's most expensive. Actually, a lot of the time it was less expensive. So that's just my little,
baseline for where your choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was very shocked because Target, as you all know, is very expensive. And I love Target, but I don't think it's like the best place to get your groceries. But Maybe I just think that because you think Target's like, you know, because everyone says you go in there for two things and you walk out and you're $300 steep.
But it's
Right,
true.
it's every time.
I mean, it really is.
So I'm like thinking when I'm shopping at Target, like I'm going to do a Thanksgiving dinner. It's going to be like $200. I'm like, nobody should buy this. I was shocked. It was $95 for everything on this list.
You're kidding me.
Literally crazy.
$95. And maybe like, I don't know, maybe I picked like a small turkey or something and it was less, but
No.
I picked everything and it was $95.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you use like the Target Circle app or anything like that when you did your shopping?
Hadn't even used the Target Circle app.
Which is what, 5%? What is that?
Well, that's if you have a Target card, you can get 5%
Okay, my bad.
off.
Okay.
But didn't use Target Circle, didn't use a Target card if you have a Target card for 5% off. So that's
Wow.
a pretty good price.
That
I
is
thought.
good.
And I love
For
Target.
8
Shocking
people
price.
and 35 ingredients. That's what you paid.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Not bad. And then I was shocked because I feel like everyone says that Walmart is cheaper. And in some things it is. But my Walmart total was $123.
Wow. That much more than
Yes.
Target for these items.
And then they had some things on sale, so it cut off $13.90. So the total ended up being $109.56. But I mean, still, that's what, roughly $15 more than Target.
Yeah.
I mean, that's surprising.
And I
Because
mean-
I never shop at Target for groceries because I just assume it is going to be.
I know. I'm like, I can't even set foot in that.
Well, I feel like Target brands itself as this discount store, but really when you compare it for a lot of the items, like when you look at Walmart side by side or Amazon or Target, Target's usually the higher end.
Yeah.
When you're comparing anything, but the food, the groceries
Yeah.
sound like they're pretty reasonable.
And maybe on a normal day, the groceries are higher. Like I would like to just look at a normal grocery list, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was not bad. But I think, just depending on where you shop, like if you have a savings card or like a membership there, like that's always going to skim off a little bit. So these aren't dramatically different, but I mean, $15, that could, I don't know, maybe that's an extra pie
Right.
for your Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
If you go with
We
the
love
Target
extra
route.
pie.
We love extra pie. We love pumpkin pie.
Or you could slide something else that's non-food related into the cart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I
something
would be
from
doing.
Chip and Joanna Gaines, probably.
Yeah. From that little home and hearth section.
Yep,
Why not?
yep, yep.
Hearth and home, whatever it is.
The salt shakers.
Could buy some salt shakers.
Some little cloth napkins for your table.
That's a good point, Jill. She's the hostess with the mostest.
Oh my goodness.
But I will say this, like I'm thinking about food and I'm like, to me, Target's not a grocery store. So
Yeah.
I'm like, is your food better because you have this small selection to choose from? Like, is it better? Or I don't know, is your food like weird? I don't know. I will say this though. I also put organic things in my cart from Target and it
Really?
still ended up being cheaper.
Wow. Okay.
Like I definitely know I had organic butter, organic milk,
Wow.
and that, it's all the rage right now is organic.
Right.
Yes.
No pesticides at Thanksgiving, please.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's something to consider too. I got organic options and it was still cheaper.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
Country's turning around.
You
So
want
if
that
you're-
free range turkey.
If you're a granola family, you don't have to break the bank.
Yes. You love Target. You love no pesticides. Might be the best option for you. So I was shocked.
Very
That's my
cool. So tell me the totals again for Target. It was
Target's 95 and then Walmart was 109.
okay,
But the Walmart original was 123.
but things were on sale.
But things were on sale.
Gotcha. And I wonder if they're always that price, or if how like when you go to Home
Right.
Depot or Menards, they're like, here's your rebate, and this is the price with the rebate, but the actual price. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah.
Like,
You
are
have to
those
go
items
back
always on
and-
sale?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting things, Ashley.
Yeah, you're welcome. Who's next?
Me. So I went shopping at Sam's Club and I also shopped at Kroger. And we all know with Sam's Club, you're buying in bulk. So bulk for family, bulk buying for longer, bigger purchases. So the total and cost of the ingredients that we needed, I bought more than obviously we needed for this recipe for 8 people. So my Thanksgiving meal total was $248.93 for all of this. And so that sounds like a lot at first. Sounds like it's a lot more than your $95, but when you actually split the ingredients out, so I mean, for green beans, for our green bean casserole, it only called for 2 for our recipes. Well, this you purchased 8, right? And so if I only counted for, I divided it out, everything came for $92.05. So the rest will go in your pantry, or you can save money by buying in bulk for future uses. Or if you're like me, I'm hosting Thanksgiving 2 weekends in a row. I can use those ingredients. I just shop once. I have everything. Saves me another trip to the grocery store, and I buy it all at once. So there were a couple of things that I couldn't purchase at Sam's Club. So my favorite thing on top of my sweet potato casserole is to put those little tiny marshmallows. Well, you can't get those at Sam's Club. You have to make another trip to another grocer for those mini marshmallows. And nutmeg, for some reason, there's lots of like seasonings and whatever, but for that pumpkin pie, for nutmeg, for that, and the sweet potato casserole, I could not find it. So I would have had to go to Kroger or another grocery store for those. But that was the only 2 things on our 35 ingredient list that I couldn't find at Sam's Club. Like I said, the initial sticker shock is kind of a high. But then if you really divide it out, it comes to pretty similar to what you found at Target, which is a lot lower, even $3 less than what you spent at Target, which is good, I thought. And with Sam's Club, like at Kroger, a lot of the things that I purchased was like Kroger brand. Everything that I put in my cart with Sam's Club was like the high quality, like name brand product, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're getting a higher quality ingredient or food for less if you're buying in bulk.
I went to, I love Lego My Eggo. Yum. I love waffles. And
Waffles?
so I love them.
Like, oh my go.
And so the other day I was like buying them from Kroger, and I bought a 10-pack, and it was like, I don't know, $6.99, which whatever, I'll do it. I love them. Go to Sam's, they have a 60-pack for $9.99. I'm like, okay, really? Buying bulk.
It saves.
It saves. I wish we had a Costco around here too, because
I do
everyone's
too.
like all about Costco stuff.
love
So I wonder what their
Costco.
pricing would be like if you did bulk. I'm sure it's similar to Sam's, but
You guys, I went back to Minnesota to visit my family last weekend, and I was running errands, and I stopped at Costco just to see what they had that was different than Sam's. Yeah, you're going to say, Jill, you're really getting old because
No,
you
that's what
sound
I would
like
do
going,
too.
like, what was it? Old school. They're like, oh, Bed Bath and Beyond later. Yeah, that's me at Costco on my vacation in Minnesota. No, but they have some really great stuff at Costco too. I wish there was one closer. Have you guys ever, so when I grew up, my family shopped at Sam's Club a lot too. We had a family of 5 and all of us were like around the same age. So I feel like we ate our parents out of house and home. And so we would always buy at Sam's Club. But my grandparents lived close to us, and also my aunt and uncle lived next door to us. And so we would get our grocery list all together, and we would divide up. So say I had those 8 cans of green beans, we would divide between the households. And
really?
Yeah. So if you are shopping, say you have a friend that's doing this Thanksgiving meal and they're preparing their meal, another great thing would be to split the cost of these groceries. Say you don't have a big house to hold all of these items in bulk in your pantry. Like, you could go shopping with somebody and divide that out and not have to hold all of the stuff in your pantry, which would be another great benefit to buying from Sam's Club.
And if you don't have a Sam's card, it's another great option. Find a friend that does, and then go shopping with them.
Someone's like Jared doesn't scan it there.
It's mine.
Yes.
And then go shopping with them, and then be like, "Are you going to eat all that?" And then split it.
I know it, right? And that's another good point, Jared. I didn't even mention that a Sam's Club card, a membership for a year, is $45.
That's it?
Yeah. So I think you get your card and then your significant other. So you get like 2 cards for that membership. But now if you want like the Sam's Club Plus membership, I think it was $110 annually.
What's that get you?
I think it gets up to 6 members. So like you and Tucker and your mom.
Just pass the card around.
Yeah.
Unlimited
people.
samples.
It's a tough economy. Pass your card around.
This is the last benefit, I think, of Sam's Club. They have scan and go. And now when you're shopping for the holidays, you take your cell phone, you get the Sam's Club app, and you walk around Sam's Club, scan the barcode of everything. You have your credit card inputted. You're paying. You're going to swipe right. You don't have to wait in a single line or do that just that horrible transfer of the carts to pay for your items.
Do self-checkout. You're just kind of doing it on your way.
You do it on your way, and then pay on your way at the door. They scan your little QR code, your 3 items, and you're done. No lines. which is fabulous.
We did that the other day. It was great.
It's so easy. It takes so much of the time away and the frustration of holiday shopping with those lines. So Sam's Club is a great option. Now, so I had to go to Kroger and get a couple of those items, and Kroger was super reasonable. So we can talk about that. So like, I could find all 35 ingredients, no problem. There were several options for each ingredient. So I had like 5 options to choose from, and they had a higher price range and a low price range. I kind of stuck to the middle of the price range. So like some of the things I did do the Kroger brand for just to make it a little more cost effective. But for the most part, I stayed right in the middle of the line. The total cost was $129.18 regular. So I mentioned earlier, Kroger has a membership. So you can become a Kroger menu. You scan your little card every time you check out and they give you discounts. With that scanned, it came to $117.82. So it brought it down quite a bit, about $12, which is helpful.
Kroger's kind of steep.
I was surprised to learn how high priced it was at Kroger for some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're looking for flexibility and a lot of variety, Kroger's your place to go. But if I were to choose between these 2 stores for my Thanksgiving shopping, I would have chosen Sam's Club. Definitely.
I would too.
Yeah.
I'd throw some waffles in there while I was at it.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, Kroger, man, I'm sorry. I mean, I love Kroger.
Me too.
I always grocery shop at Kroger, but I'm like, Jared's very upset right now, clearly. Emotionally charged over Kroger.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, over time, if that's like, if that was your average grocery bill, it's like, that kind of does add up.
Yeah. And now there are different payment options when you go to Kroger. And I'm sure all these grocery stores have different payment options too.
Sure.
But yeah, it was much higher than Target, which that was a huge surprise.
Yeah, that's
I know. I'm like, did I do something wrong? I swear I didn't. I put it all in the cart.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about you, Jared? Where'd you shop?
So I had Aldi. And to be perfectly honest with you, I never shop at Aldi.
Oh, I like Aldi.
Jill was like, all right, when you go on the Aldi website and order, I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah.
I think it's a newer thing too that they have where you can
DoorDash
shop
Aldi.
online. I don't want to do that. But you can shop online, and I went to the website and did all that. They definitely did not have as much options as probably Kroger does. They didn't have like the fresh sweet potatoes, but they did have the canned items.
Okay.
And so a lot of it was just kind of like one option. So I just went through and everything. But with Aldi and everything, and you know what they say, Aldi is Trader Joe's brother.
It is.
It's like a brother.
Yeah, they have the
business.
same type of products, and
Right.
Aldi is.
So if you're a Trader Joe's fan or have been wanting Trader Joe's, Aldi's pretty similar. So they have good ingredients. I also bought organic stuff when I saw organic, like organic milk and some other items that were organic. So I didn't go the cheapest route. And the total came up to be $87.44.
Wow.
Which is pretty good. And
the lowest
there was
so
no
far.
like discounts or anything applied to that. I get in the mail like Aldi coupons and stuff too. So, that's without any kind of discount.
BYOB though. Got to bring your own
good.
bag to Aldi.
Yeah,
You gotta have a quarter.
Yeah,
Don't forget that quarter.
That is a little
I'll never forget
annoying.
when I tried to get one of those carts out one day I had the wrong coin in. I was like, why is this not working? It was a nickel.
But do you have to do that if you're online shopping?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I think the online is the way to go.
So you can go pick it up.
I think you can pick it up.
They'll put it in your car.
Pretty sure. You can fact check me later, guys. Okay. I mean, that's the only reason why I didn't go to Aldi, because it was so small. I was like, I don't want to deal. And this is why I avoid Kroger. There's always a million people there,
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll pay more to have the leisure or the enjoyment of rolling a cart around than like being stressed out.
Yeah, I do. If I get behind somebody with a cart and they're just not paying attention, nothing. It's my greatest pet peeve.
Or you keep wiggling in the same aisle with the same person.
It's horrible.
You like dance the entire way through the store together.
And you're awkwardly
If you
looking
think
like,
about 35 items, that's a lot.
It is.
Shopping around. So online shopping is
cart is
great.
full.
But knowing that Target is the price that it is, I might do some more
there
grocery
for
shopping
some.
at Target.
Yeah.
But anyways, so $87.44, that comes out to be $10.93 a person
For 8 people. Yeah.
for 8 people.
Wow.
That's good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
So I also did some like catering, like restaurants. So I did Cracker Barrel because I love Cracker Barrel. If you guys know me at all, like I'm their biggest fan.
He is.
So I looked into their like family meals, their holiday ones. Heat and serve is what they call it. So you basically just heat it up and serve it, and you can take all the credit for it if you want. It's up to you.
Put it in a pretty dish. No one will ever know the difference. That's what I do sometimes.
Right. Yeah. So you get a pumpkin pie, a pecan pie, 2 turkey breasts, dressing, gravy, cranberry relish, sweet potato casserole, green beans, mashed potatoes, and rolls. This all came to $179.99. So a little bit higher than grocery shopping and cooking yourself. It came out to be about $22.50 a person. I don't know how much you guys love Cracker Barrel, and I don't know how much you love not cooking. That may actually be some value to you. Yeah. Time, to me, time is valuable to me. I'd rather have time to spend with family than stressing about if I burnt the marshmallows on the
100%. Yeah.
So here's another one. This is surprising to me, you guys.
Okay, who is it? What was it?
So went to Bob Evans, and they have double entree family meal deal. Okay, you get Bob Evans is good. Bob Evans is good. I personally like it.
Their mashed potatoes.
They
I
do.
get those from the grocery store on a regular basis. They're so good. You cannot make them better than Bob Evans mashed potatoes. Anyway.
They have their slow roasted turkey and dressing, plus you can pick a second entree, which is great. And then you get a choice of 3 sides, which is really good. And then 12 rolls. That comes up to be $67.92. Now there's no dessert. And I'm like, this is Thanksgiving. We need a dessert. So there was an apple pie option for $2.29. So I threw that on there. So the total of that comes up to be $80.29, which comes up to be about $10 per person. Mm-hmm. So cheaper than if you grocery shopped at Aldi and cooked it all yourself.
So you're getting your meals made for you. It's cheaper, and all you have to do is take everything out and heat it up the morning of.
Exactly. And it's going to be cooked normally. I mean, I'm not a cook. Like if I'm hosting or something, like you don't want me cooking stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's a great option.
The only thing I would miss is like the homemade gravy. I think nobody can do a homemade gravy.
Okay, well, and no one did deviled eggs.
Oh, I don't have deviled eggs on Thanksgiving. That's like an Easter thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She's not Southern, guys.
No, I'm not.
From the South.
I will just tell you, our green beans are not, with ham and beans, that's not a thing.
You don't put bacon grease in your green beans?
No, my family here does.
Blasphemy.
It is sacrilege. Green beans are steamed, tossed with butter and salt.
If it ain't swimming,
so mean
if it
about
ain't
the things
swimming in
in
bacon grease,
Illinois.
I don't want it.
It's like this place. I can't.
Gross. No.
All right. So there's more. If you're local in Southern Illinois, I did a little more local research. So I called Riley's Barbecue in Marion, and they do like a turkey dinner. They do a turkey and then another meat option. So you get both of those. 2 2-gallon sides, so you could do like green beans or something, which that's a lot if you think about it. Yeah. 2-gallon sides,
that's a lot.
And then 2 gallons of sweet tea, rolls, and a pie. So this probably feeds more than 8 people, I would imagine. That came up to be about $155.
So not
cheaper
bad.
than Cracker Barrel.
Cheaper than Cracker Barrel, and it's a local
and
restaurant.
You're supporting local, and I'm sure it's good. Another one. So this is what our family is doing.
Ooh.
So my mom, bless her heart, I love her. She loves to cook. She loves to host. It's a lot. She always goes over the top. It stresses us out, me and my siblings, how over the top she goes. because I know it's a lot of work on her.
Yeah.
So this year we said, for us, can we just go out to eat and you not have to worry about cooking and hosting and all of that? Like, I know it's a lot. So this is a hard decision for her because she loves to do it. But we're like, nope, we are all going out to eat. So anyways, we decided to go as a family to Walker's Bluff. They're doing like a Thanksgiving thing. It's like a buffet, but it's going to be nice. $40 a person, which to me, I'm like, it's going to be pretty in there. It'll be nice.
You're going to take a million pictures of yourself.
I'm going to take a million pictures. And we're just going to focus on spending time as a family. We're not going to worry about cooking
dishes
and the clutter of the house and everything, and we'll just enjoy our company. And so we're gonna try it this year. This is our first year ever doing that. But to me, I'm like, $40 a person, I don't think that's that bad.
No.
Like, it's worth it, and I know it's gonna be good. Like, it'll be good. It's not like Golden Corral or something. It'll be like a good buffet. And I know also the lodge in Giant City State Park.
Oh, I was just about to say that.
Does that, and they do family style, and that's really good. I don't know if there's a certain availability, if you have to get like a reservation like way ahead of time. By the time you're watching this, it's probably too late. Who knows? You can look into it. But these are options if you want to go out to eat with your family. You will be spending more money than if, you know, you're cooking. But honestly, Bob Evans is cheaper than everything. Shocking.
Yeah.
So
really
interesting.
Great options, Jared.
No kidding. What are you guys going to do? Like, if you were hosting Thanksgiving, what would your choice be out of these selections?
I don't know. Like,
Jared's like, I'm going to Walker's Bluff.
Okay, if I was going to go eat somewhere, I love Giant City, and I haven't been there in ages. But to me, I love the show Yellowstone, and so I'm like, that's the Yellowstone Mansion, and maybe I can go ride horses afterwards or something.
It was also
like,
in Gone Girl.
It was
in Gone Girl. And they have really good fried chicken and mashed potatoes.
I've never been. I'll have to
we
go.
gotta take you,
We'll go
Jill.
today.
It's good.
Yeah.
Put it on the bank card. And I also love the process of cooking Thanksgiving dinner. Like, I always cooked it with my mom and grandma, my family. Like, I just think that's so much, to me, it's about tradition and time and like the fun of spending it with your family. It can be exhausting. Like, I'm sure my mom's like exhausted after cooking a turkey for 7 hours or however long it is. But I just think it's so much fun to like set up your house and pick out your groceries and customize, you know, what all you like. Because some people don't even like, some people eat lobster for Thanksgiving, you know?
Yeah.
Not me, but
I know.
I don't know. I would either, if I was going to, I don't know what I would pick. I think I'm going to go to Target today maybe and check it out. And I might, here's the deal with Target. And I feel like I'm going real ADHD right now. The groceries might be cheaper for Thanksgiving, but the problem is you're going to walk out with something else and you know it.
Yeah.
That's their whole thing.
Yeah.
You are going to walk out.
Yeah. That
with some new
Hearth
lip
and Hand
gloss
is not
or-
cheap.
No.
I don't know. Something. So at the end of the day, it's probably not cheaper to go to Target. Okay.
Yeah. I'm with you. I love like the experience of, I want to make it so special for my family. Like, I love
so special.
putting out a tablecloth that I never do and like bringing out the special dishes. And I love that part of it. And it is work. So I might do some of this. Is another thing I've thought about too, is doing maybe some of the sides and pre-ordering some of the sides and then cooking like the turkey and gravy at home or mashed potatoes. Like,
Just taking
I'm
some
not
of
a
the
great
work off.
baker. I just am not. So maybe I'll get a pumpkin pie from, Sam's has the best pumpkin pie around. Like, literally, it's so good. So good. So maybe I'll do a combo of the two. But yeah, I love the experience. I'm going to go shop at Sam's Club because I have 2 huge meals I have to make this year. So that's what
I'm kind of the same. Like, I love hosting and decorating and like the decor and stuff like that. But to me, if I'm spending all my time cooking, kind of takes away from that. So maybe it is a good option to maybe buy some sides or something and then focus your energy on the presentation. I don't think people care. I don't. Yeah.
That's the thing too, though. I'm like, how much? It probably costs, some money if you really want to do pretty decorations too.
Oh yeah, it's not cheap. For sure.
I mean, that's more expensive.
But those
We've got
are
a Dollar Tree,
traditions
though.
too.
That's
Like
our next episode.
you're getting that gravy bowl passed down from grandma, right? Like she made the gravy and you've now got the dish and you've got to set that out every year and it reminds you of her. So
yeah.
It's all about tradition for me.
Tradition, yep.
For sure.
Or, even like with us, with our family and like talking about it, we're like, Thanksgiving really feels late this year, and Christmas is going to be like right around the corner. And so we're like, well, let's put all of our like efforts into like Christmas, and then this Thanksgiving, keep it easy,
That's so good.
And just focus on like time together. And then Christmas, we'll do all the traditions and the meals and like that kind of stuff. Cause it's a lot. I mean, it's just like a few weeks back to back. It's exhausting. So something to think about.
Sure.
No shame in any of it.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of interesting. I like this episode. I learned a lot about where we can grocery shop for the best bang for your buck and some other great options for Thanksgiving. So thanks for doing the research, guys. It was fun.
It was great. I'm really glad we did it too. I learned a lot.
Yes, we hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next week.
So Jill, where do we go from here?
Be sure to check out our show notes for this episode, and also be sure to follow us on social media and subscribe to our newsletter. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.